Kuala Lumpur ground, Corporate 1434, ready for pushback. Corporate 1434, pushback approved. Pushback approved. Corporate 1434. Kuala Lumpur ground, Corporate 1434, ready to taxi to runway 14 right. Corporate 1434, taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 14 right, Corporate 1434. Kuala Lumpur ground, American 11, ready for pushback. American 11, pushback approved. Pushback approved, American 11. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Corporate 1434, ready for takeoff at runway 14 right, departing straight out. Corporate 1434, runway 14 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, Corporate 1434. Corporate 1434. Contact Kuala Lumpur approach on 119.45. Contacting Kuala Lumpur approach on 119.45. Corporate 1434. Kuala Lumpur approach. Corporate 1434. With you. Singapore 1702. Turn right heading 340. Descend and maintain 40,000. Corporate 1434. Roger. Turn right heading 340. Descend and maintain 40,000. Singapore 1702. Speedbird 005. Frequency change approved. Good day. Singapore 94. Frequency change approved. Good day. Uniform Papa Sierra 259. Frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. Uniform Papa Sierra 259. Good day. Singapore 1702. Descend and maintain 11,000. Descend and maintain 11,000. Singapore 1702. Frequency change approved. Singapore 94. Good day. Singapore 1702, turn left heading 320, descend and maintain 8000. Turn left heading 320, descend and maintain 8000, Singapore 1702. Singapore 1702, do not exceed 220 knots. Do not exceed 220 knots, Singapore 1702. Singapore 94, frequency change approved, good day. Corporate 1434, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved, Corporate 1434, good day. Do not exceed 220 knots, Singapore 1702. Singapore Tower, Delta Juliet 77 Whiskey, ready for takeoff at runway 02 left, departing north. Singapore Tower, Corporate 1434 is 19 nautical miles to the west at 10,400 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 02 left. Singapore Tower, Etiquette 009 Heavy is 15 nautical miles to the northwest at 10,600 feet, inbound for landing. Delta Juliet 77 Whiskey, line up and wait runway 02 left. Line up and wait runway 02 left, Delta Juliet 77 Whiskey. Papa Romeo 017, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway. Roger, Papa Romeo 017. Etiquette 009 Heavy, continue inbound. Continuing inbound, Etiquette 009 Heavy. Uniform Papa Sierra 259, enter straight in runway 02 left. Enter straight in runway 02 left, Uniform Papa Sierra 259. Corporate 1434, enter left base runway 02 left, number 2, traffic to follow is on left base. Enter left base, runway 02 left, behind the traffic on left base, Corporate 1434. Alpha Charlie 758, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Number 2, traffic to follow is on final, Alpha Charlie 758. November 435 Kilo Sierra, request frequency change. Delta Juliet 77 Whiskey, runway 02 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 02 left, Delta Juliet 77 Whiskey. November 435 Kilo Sierra, frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved November 435 Kilo Sierra, good day. Corporate 1434, maintain slowest practical speed. Maintain slowest practical speed, Corporate 1434. Singapore Tower, Thai 763, ready for takeoff at runway 02 left, departing north. Uniform Papa Sierra 259, number 1, runway 02 left, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 02 left, Uniform Papa Sierra 259. Thai 763, runway 02 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 02 left, Thai 763. Delta Juliet 77 Whiskey, frequency change approved, good day. Etiquette 009 Heavy, enter left base runway 02 left, number 3, traffic to follow is on left base. Attention all aircraft, Singapore Tower is closing in 1 minute. Frequency change approved Delta Juliet 77 Whiskey, good day. Singapore Tower, Batik 392, ready for takeoff at runway 02 left, remaining in the pattern. Batik 392, line up and wait runway 02 left. Line up and wait runway 02 left, Batik 392. Corporate 1434, requesting change to runway 02 center. Corporate 1434, enter straight in runway 02 center, number 2, traffic to follow is on right base. Enter straight in, runway 02 center, behind the traffic on right base, Corporate 1434. Etiquette 009 Heavy, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Corporate 1434, number 1, runway 02 center, cleared to land. Number 2, traffic to follow is on final, Etiquette 009 Heavy. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 02 center, Corporate 1434. Thai 763, frequency change approved, good day. Singapore Tower, Batik 392, ready for takeoff at runway 02 left, remaining in the pattern. Frequency change approved Thai 763, good day. Batik 392, runway 02 left, Cleared for takeoff. Make left traffic. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 02 left. Batik 392. Singapore Tower, Indonesia 674 is 27 nautical miles to the west at 11,200 feet. Inbound for landing. Corporate 1434, correction, stand by. Alpha Charlie 758, is on final runway 02 center, full stop. Corporate 1434, number 2, runway 02 center, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared for the option, runway 02 center, Alpha Charlie 758. Alpha Charlie 758, I'm sorry. Edivit 009 Heavy, number 2, runway 02 left, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 02 left, Edivit 009 Heavy. Thank you, Edivit 009 Heavy. Alpha Charlie 758, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Attention all aircraft, Singapore Tower is now closed, good day. Singapore Changi Unicum, Corporate 1434 is on final, runway 01. Singapore Unicum, Corporate 1434 is on final, runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, Uniform Papa Sierra 259 is 3 nautical miles to the southwest at 800 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 02 left. Singapore Unicum, Sierra Bravo Charlie 72 is taking off runway 02 left, departing north. Singapore Unicum, Indonesia 674 is 18 nautical miles to the west at 6,900 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, Air China 888 is taking off runway 02 center, remaining in the pattern. Singapore Unicum, Corporate 1434 is on final, runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, Corporate 1434 is on final, runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, Corporate 1434 is on final, runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, Alpha Charlie 758, taxiing to runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, American 11 Heavy is taking off runway 02 left, departing east. Singapore Unicum, Emirates Cargo 246, holding short runway 02 left. Singapore Unicum, Emirates Cargo 164 Heavy, holding short runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, Emirates Cargo 246, holding short runway 02 left. Singapore Unicum, Qantas 0150, taxiing to runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, Emirates Cargo 246 is taking off runway 02 left, remaining in the pattern. Singapore Unicum, Corporate 1434 is clear of all runways. Singapore Unicum, Indonesia 674 is on final, runway 02 center. Singapore Unicum, Edivid 19, holding short runway 02 left. Singapore Unicum, Emirates Cargo 164 Heavy is taking off runway 02 center, departing north. Singapore Unicum, Alpha Charlie 758, holding short runway 02 center. Singapore Ground, Corporate 1434, request taxi to parking. Singapore Ground, Qantas 0150, ready to taxi. Singapore Ground, Qantas 0150, ready to taxi to runway 02 center. Corporate 1434, taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, Corporate 1434. Qantas 0150, taxi to runway 02 center, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 02 center, Qantas 0150. Singapore Ground, Edivid 19, ready to taxi to runway 02 left. Edivid 19, I'm sorry. Edivid 19, contact Singapore Tower on 118.6. Contacting Singapore Tower on 118.6, Edivid 19. Thank you. Good day. Corporate 1434. Corporate 1434.